Hello and welcome to the next installment of Triviador News. Today's topic is conversion. We're going to go through a short tutorial to show you all the steps required to convert your old account from the old version of Triviador to the new version of Triviador so you can keep all of your stats, gold, and boosters. It's a simple three-step conversion process. The first step is to open the new app and log in as a guest player. Next, you need to register a new account. We call this joining the Order of Knights. It's important to note here that you can use any email address when you register your new account, including the same email address you had used previously to register an account in the old version. Finally, the third step is the conversion. You can do this either by connecting your old account to your new account via email or by using our conversion code. Okay, let's get started. Let's begin the tutorial. So first, what we do is we need to open up the new Triviador app, and as you can see, we have already done so. The first step is to select the language map version of Triviador you want to play. For the purposes of this tutorial, we will select the Triviador USA and go ahead and confirm it. At this point, you have to confirm the terms of use, privacy policy, and code of ethics. And here we are at the main menu. So the first step is to launch the game as a guest player. You can do this in two ways. You can either log in as a guest on the left side with the green button where it says let's go, or you can click on the old Triviador USA icon where it says I'm already a Triviador player. Once you log in as a guest, you're going to be asked to select a soldier. In this case, we'll just select the female soldier. And now the game opens in the main menu. That's it for the first step. The next thing you need to do is you need to register an account, i.e. join the Order of Knights. In order to do this, we're going to simply click on the old Triviador icon. And here we are. You can see at the top it says join the Order of Knights, and it gives us some instructions on the left side telling us that we need to use an email address in order to register an account. As mentioned earlier, you can go ahead and use any email address you want, a brand new one, or even the email address you had used previously in the old Triviador game. So here you can see that we can click on the email input bar, and now we can type in our email address. In this case, we are going to use a brand new email. And just to take one moment to type it out. There we go. And then click the green button to confirm. And it asks us, are we sure that this is the email address we want to use? Make sure you write it down so you don't lose it, etc. We go ahead and click the green button. And we are now at the stage where we need to make a profile. So at this point, the application has sent an email to the email you have just inputted, and you need to now go and open up your email account. And in the email sent to you, you're going to find a one-time code to complete the registration process. So we are now going to go to our email, select the code, and then copy it over into this input bar. There we go. Now we need to create a password. Remember that the password needs to contain at least one capital letter, one small letter, and at least one number. Once you have put in the code and the password, you can go ahead and click the green button. At this point, the app is asking you to choose a username. But because you are converting your account, you do not need to do this. If you had a unique username, that is, you had an email registered account in the old Triviador version, that name will be carried over when you complete the conversion process. However, if you were playing via Facebook and you were using your Facebook name and you never chose a unique name in the old version of Triviador, you will be asked to create a new unique name at the end of the conversion process. So at this point, regardless of whether you had an email registration or a Facebook registration previously, we click on the old icon at the top like we did earlier. All right, this is the last step. We need to connect the two registrations, the old and the new. So at this point, you need to input your old email address on the left side and your old password. That is, in other words, the email you used to register an account in the previous old version of Triviador and the password. Or you have the option of going either to triviador.net in your web browser or opening up the old Triviador application on your mobile device and receiving a one-time conversion code. So we will now continue this process using the conversion code, as it might be more difficult to understand than simply inputting your old email and password. The reason this code exists is that many of you may have registered an account 5, 6, 7 years ago, and maybe that email address no longer works. Maybe the company, some obscure email provider went out of business, or whatever the reason may be. If you cannot remember your old email or your old password, or if your old email no longer works, has been deleted, excuse me, you should use the conversion code. It'll make things a little bit easier. Okay, so we're going to open up our web browser and we're going to go to triviador.net. And here you need to log in. You can log in using your old email address and password from the previous version. But in this case, just to simplify it, we will use the Facebook login. You'll notice that the game will not load at this point, but instead you'll get a series of illustrated boxes that give you instructions on how this process works. You'll notice that in the second box, you will receive your conversion code. Now all we need to do is go back to our mobile app and simply type in or copy and paste the conversion code into the application. And now we click on the green button and we have to now check our data. This is important. Make sure that your username is correct, gold coins are correct, that your level is correct. If everything looks okay, simply click the green button and tell the app that you are sure. And there you are. Welcome to the Order of Knights. You have now not only registered yourself in the new app, but you have connected your old account with the new account that you have just created. By joining the Order of Knights, you will receive a gold gift. Confirm that. And you'll get a message that all your boosters and gold coins have been transferred over. At this point, you will see the boosters that have transferred over in the amount and the gold that has transferred over as well. Confirm that. And at this point, you get a message telling you that one of your boosters has been converted into gold. That is because we eliminated an old booster and replaced it with a new booster in the new version. Due to that, we are compensating you for each booster that you had, of the one that we removed, and we're doing so at the wartime price of 2,000 gold per booster, regardless of what you actually paid for it. Okay? can go ahead and confirm that. That amount of gold is not just for the booster, but it also includes all the money that you have spent in the old version upgrading the production buildings like the blacksmith and the wizard's lair, etc., because those features don't exist in the new version as well. Finally, you will receive 9,000 SP or less, depending on your previous level in the old version. But you will see in this screen at this point that you where you are, and if you have leveled up. And in this window, you will see the gifts you have received for leveling up. Go ahead and confirm. And that's it. The registration and conversion process is now complete. At this point, I'd like to take a moment and just explain a few details. By registering, i.e. joining the Order of Knights, you have created a global account. This one account is how you log into the Triviador app. However, in terms of the conversion, we have only converted the Triviador USA from the old to the new version. If you had accounts in multiple language map versions of Triviador before, you will need to go through the conversion process for each one. To do so, simply click on the map icon in the upper right-hand corner and select another game. In this case, let's just go ahead and select Brazil. Once you confirm Brazil, you will go through not the registration again, but just the conversion process again. So in the Brazil game, I will select the male soldier, and there you see the old icon has appeared. Now, click on it, and you will go through the same process as before. You need to do this for each language version. This is because in the old version, each map language version of Triviador was a separate application. In the new Triviador app, we have brought all of those games into one application. Okay. That's it. That's the short tutorial. We hope it helped you convert your old account to the new version of Triviador. There is one more important note that needs to be said. If for whatever reason you need to interrupt the conversion process and you close the conversion window in the app, when you open the app again later, you will find that the old Triviador icon has disappeared from the main menu. This does not mean that you completed the conversion process. What you need to do is go to the settings menu, and there you will find that old Triviador icon. Click on it and you can start the conversion process again. All right, so thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to keep up with all the latest Triviador news. Please hit the like button if you found this video useful, and why not even the notifications button. Stay tuned for new videos that will come out shortly. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.